Welcome back to Grade 7 Science. This is lesson number 4.2. What is a mixture? Before we start today's lesson, we're going to do this in class. Let's review some key terms we learned yesterday. Okay, so you won't be able to do this so easily on your screen at home, but tomorrow we've got the smartboard, you can reveal the 4 missing terms. What you can do, though, is when I'm done speaking, put the video on pause, read each sentence, and then jot down the word that fills out each sentence. All right, and we will take this up at the start of tomorrow's class, but let's look at some new stuff. Let's talk about mixtures for a minute, or 2 or 3. Sand, pop, and smog are all mixtures because they have different parts, and they keep the properties of each part. And just as a reminder, when I use the word properties, I'm referring to things like color, smell, taste, how they react when you heat them up or cool them down. When mixtures' different parts can be easily identified, we call it a mechanical mixture. And let's just advance the next slide for some pictorial examples of mechanical mixtures. Okay, and of course I've got food on my mind. The pizza, I want to say that's a beef dog, maybe a chili dog, I don't know. A chocolate bar, a very fancy drink from Starbucks or Second Cup. These are all mechanical mixtures because we can see the individual ingredients or parts that make up each of these items. As well, we can see and taste and even touch the different properties of each part. So in the pizza, of course, we have the dough as the base, but then we've got the cheese, we've got the meats and the veggies. Okay, and each part has its own unique smell, taste, texture, and the same thing goes for the other food items here. Again, with the chocolate bar, we're not just tasting chocolate, we're also tasting the nuts inside, as well as the second layer of chocolate, as well as any cream filling that's inside. So these are all mechanical mixtures. So I want you to do, when I finish speaking, is put the video on pause so you can jot down at least 2 other mechanical mixtures that you see or you can think of. All right, let's carry on. Now, by this point, you must be wondering whether anything can be homogeneous. And the answer is actually yes. We can see a homogeneous mixture, and it is called a solution. We actually see very large solutions each day. The salt water of the oceans is a solution. Air is a homogeneous mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, and other gases. A solution is a mixture which has only one set of properties. That means when you add different parts together, only one set of properties appears throughout the mixture. When you combine silver and copper, each combines its sets of properties to make sterling silver, which has its own unique set of properties. Someone who had never seen sterling silver before would think that it existed naturally. So let's look on the next slide for some examples of a solution. Okay, so we have a fruity drink here. We have white vinegar. Okay, we have these sterling silver cups. We even have a food color, the dye. Okay, each of these 4, you look at them and you think, well, they only have one color. They only have one scent. They only have one taste. But in order to make each of these 4 things, you have to actually take at least two items and mix them together. But when mixing them together, it creates a homogeneous solution where you see, touch, and smell only one set of properties. So again, when I finish speaking, please put the video on pause so you can write down a couple of other solutions that come to mind. Alrighty, almost there, folks. Homogeneous mixtures can be a little confusing because we think we see a mixture that contains only one part. For example, if you combine sugar with water, all you see is water. The sugar crystals seem to disappear, but the taste of the sugar remains. So where do the bits go? That we'll find out next class. I don't have any review activity here at the end of this video. We're going to spend time talking tomorrow's class about examples of various solutions and mechanical mixtures. Okay, but please make sure that before you come to tomorrow's class, you do have a short list of mechanical mixtures and solutions. And I look forward to hearing all of the ideas that you guys share with me in tomorrow's class. But until then, this concludes today's video.